Why do you think I'm beautiful? I'm ugly human, said the alien woman. The human man simply smiled. Dust market. The twin sons of a Krith trembled on the awnings. Jonas was inventorying salvage when a shadow crossed his table. Tall, veiled. I need a resonance lens, she said, voice like cooled iron. Half price. He looked up. Her veil hung from a ridge of bone along her scalp, crooked, ending in a jagged spur. Bioluminescent freckles pulsed beneath ash-gray skin. In Akrithian songs, such a crest meant bad luck. Hard day? Jonas asked. Hard life, she said. He gave her the better lens without arguing. She pressed chits into his palm. You should not look at me like that. Like what? Like I'm not ugly. He shrugged. Why do you think you are? She lifted the veil. The market hissed. Scars laddered her cheek. One eye was rimmed with opal. Because my crest turns wrong. Storms are sensible to hide, he said and smiled, simple, unarmed. You're remarkable. You humans break words until they fit. I try to mend them, he said. To Quarry night. He found her again near the quarry at dusk. The ground hummed with the sleeping drill. She stood apart with a lens to her eye, crest catching moonlight. Why are you here? She asked. To return the wrench you forgot, he said. His feet had brought him. The others said you smiled at me. Accusation, not wonder. I smile when I see something worth it. Worth is salt and measurements. The drill woke. The earth quivered. She planted her boots and sang, throat harmonies that combed the tremor straight. A foreman glanced at her crest and didn't clap. Your song, Jonas said. Beautiful. Useful, she corrected. Sorry, she said then. My name. Alignments. The city bloomed with banners for alignments. The 5-year ritual when distorted crests were carved to match constellations. Notices read. All irregular lines must be amended. He found Sari at a tea stall. They carve me on the 3rd night, she said. Bone regrows right only if the wound sees stars. That isn't right, he said. It is how a people survives. What if survival has a kinder shape? He swallowed. If you want to leave, I have a shuttle. No debts. You don't know what my songs mean. I know how they feel. She turned the cup. Come to the ridge tonight. I will sing you a wordless thing. For the ridge. They climbed basalt stairs through salt grass. Below, the city glittered. Sari unfastened her veil. The crooked crest made its honest line against the sky. She breathed and sang. Air bent. He smelled rain and bread. He remembered mornings on earth. When the last note faded, tears cooled on his cheeks. That, he said, voice rough, is worth and beauty together. You are ridiculous, she told him, amused. Faint phosphors kindled along her crest, a pattern unlike the official constellations. If I ran, she said softly, I would never sing where the wind remembers me. Then don't run, he said. Stand. The Quake. On the 3rd night, drums rolled like thunder. Sari climbed the ritual dais. The elder lifted the carving knife and began the song of correction. Not ritual quake. The quarry wall sheared with a roar. People bolted. Sari leapt toward a knot of children and sang. Not calibration but command. The air stiffened. Falling rock unraveled into sand. A second buck jolted the plaza. Jonas braced her with his weight. Again, he gasped. She set the lens to her eye, the crooked crest acting like a waveguide, and poured out a second command. The tremor sank to hush. Dust sifted like winter. Children clung to her legs. Sari's freckles burned. She looked at Jonas. Your ridiculous smile. It's ours now, he said, choosing. When the silence settled, someone tried to resurrect tradition. The elder spoke of obligation and alignment. Sari shook her head. We carve because we fear the sky won't know us. But the sky knew me tonight. It held a wall because of this crest. If you carve me, you carve away the proof of our survival. The plaza held its breath. A mother nodded. The elder lowered the knife. You will be mocked, he warned. I already am, she said. Let it be for the right reasons. Jonas didn't speak for her. He stood with her. In the days after, Sari sang in Quarry and Square. People listened, then learned. A dance appeared whose step required asymmetry. Some left the dais uncarved. Tradition didn't vanish. It shifted. After. Under an ordinary moon, Sari returned to Jonas's stall and set the lens on the counter. Borrowed, she said. Kept, he answered, pushing it back. Tools belong where they do good. She tilted her head, crest catching lamplight like a crown of shadow. Why do you think I'm beautiful? She asked. I am still Irith. Still crooked. Because beauty is what the world keeps surviving with, he said. Because you taught a planet to listen. Because when you sing, I remember who I meant to be. She laughed, warm, impossible. She threaded her careful fingers through his, and the market exhaled. The twin suns slid toward rest, banners trembled like birds about to fly, and the crooked crest cast a brave shadow that did not hide her, crowned her. The dust of the Quake still hung in the air, faintly glowing under the twin suns. Sari stood in the center of the plaza, her crooked crest catching the light like a banner no storm could tear down. Children clung to her legs, and the crowd's silence was filled with awe instead of scorn. The elder still held the ritual blade, his voice quivering. Tradition says your crest must be corrected. Without it, our people lose their place beneath the stars. Sari raised her chin, her voice ringing like the harmonies she sang to still the earth. Then let the stars see me as I am. Tonight this crest, the one you call broken, saved lives. If you carve it away, you carve away proof of our strength. A ripple went through the crowd. Some nodded, some wept. And when the elder lowered the blade, the world seemed to shift ever so slightly toward something new. Later, in the quiet of the market, Sari returned the lens Jonas had given her. She placed it gently on his table, her phosphorescent freckles glowing faintly. Borrowed, she whispered. He pushed it back toward her. Kept. Tools belong where they do good. Her lips curved, uncertain but real. Why do you think I'm beautiful? I am still Irith, still crooked. Jonas leaned closer, smiling the same simple smile that had first undone her armor. Because beauty is what keeps the world alive. Because when you sing, you remind me who I want to be. For the first time, Sari laughed, warm, unafraid. She took his hand, fingers trembling yet firm. And as the banners of tradition fluttered in the wind, her crooked crest did not shame her, crowned her.